When in high school, Nathan and his fellow advanced placement art classmates were challenged to meaningfully connect what they were learning and doing with other classes and realms of experience. The goal was to help them identify threads of interest and ideas that they could possibly use as a concentration area for their advanced placement portfolio. Nathan answered the challenge by extending his research of the artist Magritte, following his study of one of Madonna's surrealist music videos. Nathan was intrigued with Beowulf, and in particular the Grendel character. He read a book by John Gardner that actually told the story of the epic poem through the monster Grendel's own words. Nathan's interest was extended because his favorite band, Sunny Day Real Estate, recorded a song entitled Grendel. Nathan continued his research by linking Sartre, existentialism, and Grendel back to Magritte and his art The Son of Man and the Key of Dreams. Of his own existentialist-inspired gouache painting, Nathan said, "Existential theory asserts that human beings can observe their lives from a distance, as if they're outside of a house looking in through a window." Nathan's AP concentration became Existentialism, Existence Precedes Essence. What if there was a way to follow Nathan's thinking? The kinds of interesting thinking that go on in classrooms all over the world. We capture some of this in sketchbooks, journals, critiques, class discussions, and artist statements. But what if we could capture this in a way that lasts, so that connections are made and understood across years, classes, and other realms of experience? Elastic, stretching the notions of what it means to learn, know, and assess educational progress. Currently under development and beta testing, eLASTIC is an electronic learning and assessment tool for interdisciplinary connections. It transforms concept mapping, brainstorming, journaling, and research into compelling play through the magic of interactive computer technology. eLASTIC comes from my 2-year study of Nathan and over 200 other high school art students who based all of their studies in computer hypertext webs using the software StorySpace. Students created boxes in which they placed images of art they studied, maps, places, and photographs, as well as images of their own art and sketches. They also created boxes that contained researched information, notes from class, comments from class peers, video clips, ideas from other classes, music, and other information they felt could be linked or applied to what they were learning in the class. They then created links depicted with lines and arrows between boxes and between specific areas like parts of images, phrases, and words. Although we know that learning, knowing, and creating is complicated and messy, this entangled visual can be daunting. A comfortable and more recognizable visual metaphor of a three-dimensional space, such as the artist's studio, laboratory, or eLASTIC's current gallery spaces, could both encourage and invite students and teachers to journey into a connective, relevant, and meaningful way of knowing in and through their study. And because the project will look and feel very much like a computer game, the play, that a large or intricate part of art making and learning, is returned and or connected to the lives of art students and teachers. Now, eLASTIC takes the kind of learning and knowing inherent in Nathan and his classmates' hypertextual study to a linkable 3D virtual environment, much like a video game, complete with lasers as links and arrows. The hope is that the interface will be as compelling as the linking process was in the original study.
It's like a stream of consciousness. To even create artwork this way is important, as one thought goes to another, or as I think about how a work of art relates to something. Before I could just accept things as just there, and now I try to take the next step in thinking. You can't look at anything, especially media, without continuing the thought process, connecting it to something you know or something you've experienced. You have to really look deeply, looking for clues, and keep questioning. What does this color mean? This figure, this shape, this absence of shape? Now, when I first came into the class, I considered art as the finished product. Now I have a metamorphosis in thinking because I consider art to be more of a process. My other teachers seem to only want me to do the work, absorb, learn, and not respond. In this class, everything matters about what I think.
During the 2011-12 academic year, students and teachers in Doha, Qatar worked to use eLASTIC in meaningful ways in art and English classes. The resulting eLASTIC files are filled with images, video, sound, text, links, and connected data. Collection, analysis, and ultimately assessments made from this data will be linked directly to standards and rubrics. We are currently working from standards associated with the International Baccalaureate, the National Association of Educational Progress, Advanced Placement, the General Certificate of Secondary Education, and the Qatar curriculum. In fact, this is what separates eLASTIC from other virtual portfolios, learning and presentation tools, the assessment feature, a form of testing that contributes to and is part of the learning experience. eLASTIC began with an art class, but it's extending to multiple disciplines now, especially in English class, and we're looking towards science, math, social studies. Indeed, the eLASTIC software continues to stretch and grow to accommodate use, as well as data collection, features, and opportunities. Please stay tuned for more information and exciting developments with eLASTIC, and get in touch if you want to know more.